Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Lots of updates today, principally around the interior of my Ford Fiesta ST. A couple of things you may note. This is my this year's Motorsport UK licence. It's an RS Interclub Stage Rally licence. Basically, I used to have a Rally National B licence, but that was expired, and this year I phoned up Motorsport UK and had it re-invoked so that I can use this licence as a means of getting into competitive hill climbs. You know I've been stripping out the car, you've seen that in previous videos, and you know I've been interested in preparing the car for some hill climbs in the local area this year. Good news is that, as I said, I've got my motorsport licence, that came through, really excited by that. Less good news is, because I've been stripping out the car, just to make it lighter and a bit more track-like, unfortunately the regs of the Motorsport UK yearbook for hill climbs stipulate a couple of additional things that I need to get done to the car. We'll go through that in a minute. Had I known that prior to stripping out the car, I might not have stripped out the car because this involved a bit more expense to continue to modify the car so it's ready and compliant with the regs. Anyway, that's all to come. That's what this video is about. Very excited to have another batch of modifications to the car to share with you today. So let's go and take a look. So let's start by having a closer look at the regulations from the 2020 yearbook from Motorsport UK. As you'll see up here, a couple of small paragraphs there that really denote whether you can enter your car as a modified or a normal non-modified car. And as you can see, if you do strip out the lining, the interior and the sort of cosmetic stuff, they will class you as a modified car. Now, the bad news of that is that I'll be up against lots of very modified cars. Yes, I've tuned my ST, it's now running about 330 brake horsepower, got lowered springs and so on and so forth. So I think it's going to be quite a fast little hill car machine, but there's going to be some proper weapons in the modified class that I'll be up against. But hey ho, I'm only entering it for a bit of fun. So these little paragraphs, as a modified car, running a 1.4 turbo engine, as you do in the ST, that means I need a couple of extra things, starting with some proper seat harnesses. I've gone for a 6-point harness just to eliminate the submarining effect on the hard braking. You're going to need a quick, readily available extinguisher. I've gone for an OMP extinguisher that will be sort of located in front of the passenger seat. But the biggest kind of mod of all, and probably the most expensive one-off item, is the roll cage. I'm going to need a 6-point roll cage. Can be welded or bolted. Either I do have a choice of either. So that's a piece of work that I'm getting done. And to boot, although not strictly a requirement, I'm going to replace my stock seats with some brand new, fresh Sparco lightweight bucket seats. So all these are coming together and being installed by a company called Caged Laser Engineering, about an hour north of me. I'll put a link and here's a picture, and I'll put a link in the description. But these guys, their main business is installation and fabrication of FIA approved roll cages. So I'm in safe hands there, or should be, and it'll be good to have a roll cage that's FIA compliant, so that might open up some opportunities to do other sporting events further down the road. So that's a long list of mods. The main trigger for those is those subtle paragraphs in the yearbook. But really excited to get all that work done, and we should complete the car and should be hill climb ready at the end of that. So let's go and take a look at the work. Pretty much emptied the back, but you can see there my lovely new bucket seats that I'm taking up to the cage installers, OMP fire extinguisher, some seating mounts for the Sparco rally seats, and some race harnesses, which I can't wait to see those install. 6-point harnesses, one for the driver, one for the passenger side. I don't know why race harnesses are that expensive, but they're not cheap. Everything else has been pretty much stripped out of the car, as you can see, even the roof lining up there. So it's made for a very noisy car internally. In fact, when I go on long road trips to circuits, I end up having to use ear defenders to just really avoid getting headaches, because you hear every rattle and bump and stone. And as you can see, I've been working on the dashboard, so we'll go around to the front now. Still got the stock driver seat in, but that'll soon be replaced. And then as far as the dashboard is concerned, I did try and take the dashboard off myself. This is going to be a 6-point cage that's going to go in, so the front members will come down basically through the dash right down to the floor on both sides of the dash. So that's why the company does require usually customers to take the cars up there without the dashboard, so that they can just focus on installing the cage. But I found this dashboard to be quite a challenge to get off. I've taken all the peripheral devices off, the stereo, the climate control. As you can see, lots of the panels have come off. Indicators are just loosely on now, and the actual odometer and stuff, that's all unplugged, ready just to pop off. It's the skin, the whole holistic skin of the dashboard. I think it's a 2-person job, so I'm going to leave that to the professionals and pay a little bit extra for the guys to take that out. So this is what the car looks like before I take it to the guys who are going to install the cage, the seats, the harness, bolts, and the fire extinguisher. So I look forward to sharing with you the footage when all that's done, and we'll go through that in detail. So here's the finished article. Really pleased with the work that Cage Laser Engineering did. Here's the 6-point roll cage from the back. You can see the harnesses, the anchor points, and the Sparco seats in. So back of the car is looking really awesome. Really pleased with that. Let's take a look at the front. So here's the front. As I said, looking really smart. Love the Sparco seats, and love the roll cage. Here you can see the single cross member. Makes it a little bit awkward, bit of a squeeze to get in for someone of my size. And then inside the cabin, the dash is back, and you can see basically how they've cut away to install the front downpipes to make those go through. So there's quite a few bits and bobs I need to do to tidy up, put all this loose wiring around the A-pillars and so on, tidy all that up. My spare time. The seats a bit far forward on the passenger side. That was because I didn't specify a slider, so I'm going to get a slider there installed, do that myself, and that'll bring the seat back nicely. A couple other bits and pieces to tidy up on. I'm going to get a new wheel, as I said in our last video, so I'll do a video on that. Dash, good to see the dash went back relatively well. And also a little finishing touch, just in my spare time, I did some vinyl wrapping of that console there. It was black, to put some white and Italian colours on there just to spice up the cabin a bit. So all in all, really super pleased to show you the collection of things that I got done recently. Getting close to being final and ready for hill climbing. So that's it. Hope you're pleased with the work. I certainly am. Carl is looking really serious now with the 6-point roll cage, professionally installed, FIA approved. Really pleased with the work done by Cage Laser Engineering. I think they made as good a job as they could regarding the dashboard and the fit around the dashboard. The Sparco seats, really pleased, very firm with those, and the red 6-point harnesses look awesome. But plenty of tinkering to do just to finish off the job, tidy up the wiring, get the passenger seat a bit further back because I'm going to install some sliders there, a couple of dashboard tweaks just to make sure the alignment is there. But that's what I like doing. So a bit more tinkering for me between now and my next outing, which is actually Saturday the 28th of March, Castle Combe, doing another shakedown there. Hopefully it won't be quite so wet as it was last time. Really looking forward to that. I'll get some footage of that. Also waiting to receive a new steering wheel with quick release mechanism, so I'll film the install of that. I'll do that myself. Can't wait for that. The other thing that happened recently was a bit of a bonus. My Team Dynamics Pro Race Alloy 3s, picture up here, finally arrived. Those are going to be my main serious hill climb wheels. I'm going to put my Toyo R888s on those. In fact, I've already got them on there as per the picture. So I like the white. I think they look stunning. Definitely a throwback to the 80s, which is awesome. So another little bonus there, and I can't wait to see how they look like on the car, and also how they perform. But all that content is to come. Plenty of tinkering, plenty of mods, and plenty of updates to give you, so keep your eye out for those. In the meantime, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you like the channel. Look forward to catching up with you soon. Cheers.